Hey everyone, this is Adam Cole, your money and relationships expert at AHK Coaching, bringing you your weekly video on the topic of money and relationships. And today I'm going to be talking about fear, avoidance, money, and relationships and how these all play in together. Now, if you're watching out there, then you're human, which means you have fears. And it means that sometimes you're avoidant. And this may be inside of your relationship on a whole host of topics, and money is very, very often one of them. And then it can even show up in sneaky ways. Like you might remember in a past video, I spoke about my girlfriend wanting to go on this trip for Memorial Day weekend. She wanted to go 2 nights, and I was a little bit nervous because I was 2 nights away is going to cost more than 1 night. And I was afraid to tell her because I didn't want to disappoint her. And so I avoided talking about it, right? The first time around, and left her just wondering, wait, is he not really that excited about this trip? And then I finally came clean and handled that, right? But the key is to notice how that fear and avoidance, the fear kept me from talking. And this is really common. See, through working with my clients, I've seen time and again, there are 3 things that come into play in this arena. And I actually developed something I call the triumvirate of terror. And I'm linking that for you down below. And the 3 things here are shame, avoidance, and lack of knowledge, right? So because we're ashamed, we don't know enough about money or we don't have enough, then we avoid the topic altogether and then we never learn. So now we have a lack of knowledge. So now we're ashamed of our lack of knowledge. So we avoid the topic even more, right? And you may very well be relating to this. And fear obviously is kind of cast over that entire situation. Now, if that's you, there's nothing wrong. This is very normal in our society where money is such a taboo topic. But I want you to think about the impact on you and your life and relationships. Because you're afraid to talk about these things, you may be less closely connected to your partner or your family member because money is a big deal in relationships. It comes up all the time. You may actually not be getting the support that you want and desire because you're too afraid to talk about these things. And because you're too afraid, your partner is probably afraid as well. And if no one takes the step forward to start the conversation, then you'll just kind of sit there in limbo. And that's a really uncomfortable space. And this is where hiding can happen, where people start not telling each other the truth about their finances or their expenses or their accounts. And that can become eventually extremely serious, even to the point of what we call financial infidelity, where people are hiding significant things from each other. And frankly, that can often be a death knell for a relationship. So, how do you avoid this? Well, first of all, I want you to think about an area in your life and your relationship around in your finances where you are afraid, or maybe you're avoiding something or you're avoiding talking about it. You got it? Okay, so now think about the impact that's having on you. And in each given moment, see, this is what's sneaky. People say, oh, it doesn't stress me out too much. In each individual moment, you can push it aside. But add those up, there's 2 things going on. Number 1, there's that moment to moment stress, even if it's at a low level, that's existing in the background, sapping your energy, your vitality, your creativity, your spirit. And then there's well, what happens if things continue this way? What's the likely impact? For a lot of people, this is bitterness, resentment, anger, secrecy, even breakups and divorce, right? So be honest with yourself about that. Now, I'm not just going to leave you there. It's like, how do we get out of this cycle? Well, I talked to you before about the triumvirate of terror. There's the shame, the avoidance, and the lack of knowledge, right? You have to be willing to step up and break through 1, 2, or even ideally all 3 of those levels to break this cycle. And one key thing to remember is that fear and courage are not mutually exclusive. They can coexist. You can be afraid of something, and you can be courageous and step forward into it anyway. So here's my invitation to you. That thing you've been afraid to talk to your partner about in the realm of finances, and frankly, if there's other things as well or something else really glaring to you, feel free to think of that. But the thing you've been avoiding talking about around money, my invitation is to you, before the end of the day today, talk to your partner or send them off a message and just say, hey, you know what? There's something I've been wanting to share with you. I've been a little bit nervous to share it, but I think it's going to bring us closer together if I do. And so would you be open to that conversation? And when would be a good time for us to talk? And then just go out there and get messy, have that conversation, see how things land. If you are willing to put your heart out there again and again, including in the area of finances, you will strengthen your relationship. You will strengthen your own courage, your own resolve, and you will find yourself in deeper partnership with your significant other, more free, more peaceful, and this will have you continuing on your path to financial prosperity. Thanks so much for watching. Again, my name is Adam H. Cole. I'm your money and relationships expert. If you or someone you know is interested in having a free, complimentary, well, those are the same thing, financial harmony consultation with me, a 20-minute consultation, you can go to the link. I'm going to include it below, bit.ly/financial harmony consultation. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for weekly videos just like it. Thanks so much and have a great day.